What is going on, my friends? It's Shadow XM1. I am back. Let me. There we go. Get a little better look at me. Okay, so we're continuing with "'Tis the Season to Be Scary." I originally recorded this not too long ago, but considering is how many times I nodded off, embarrassing myself and all, I decided to rip it up and start all over again. So, since it being, let's see, yeah, it's 43 degrees outside, but don't let the sunny skies fool you. It is cold. We got the heat going. My dad and I are taking it easy. So I am going to redo what I originally did about a few days ago. Now that I'm all awake, now that I'm wide awake, excuse me, and raring to go. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to grab me a little more coffee and we'll get this show on the road. What we're going to do now is we're going to react to one of the best YouTubers out there that deals with the spookiness and the scariness. That's right, Chills. We did Sir Spooks and we did King Frostbear last time. Now it's time for Chills. And who knows? Later on, I might just do a little bit of Nukes too, because he's got some good stuff too. Maybe even Slapped Ham. They've got some stuff. They got some good stuff as well. So, be that as it may, I'll be right back. Actually, first of all, now that I've said all that, let me grab right here and let me shrink. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Alright, that's enough. Alright. I'm going to pause here. I'm going to grab me some more coffee. And we'll get this show on the road. Okay, guys. Got my new cup of coffee. We're ready to go. So, without further ado, let's review Chills here. Look at that layer. Okay. Let's do the top 10 scary videos you shouldn't be watching at 3 a.m. Well, thank goodness it's 1:50 p.m., so we're good. Okay, you guys ready? I know I am. So, without further ado, away we go. Whoa.
3 a.m. is the witching hour, so you probably shouldn't be up watching anything. That means you definitely shouldn't be watching these top 10 scary videos. Number 10, Masked Creature. While someone's spider crawling might seem harmless, this humanoid looks even creepier for the way it moves. Published to Facts and Mysteries in November of 2021.
Nice camera shooting, by the way. That's a good camera.
This aberration almost took their lives. They first face off with a strange masked figure in an abandoned building. A white sheet is hanging from the corner of a wall, and when they pull it, they see the figure in a room beyond. This obviously sends them flying out of there, but they later hear the creature's animalistic growls while in a dark and low-ceilinged basement. They get a cleaner picture of the figure, which is crawling across the ground on all fours. It stays crouched in the darkness, but then launches at them, causing them to flee up the stairs. But it seems no matter where they go, this thing follows. They enter another room that, at first glance, appears empty, but they find that the creature is hiding out of sight behind an overhanging part of the wall. They again flee this mysterious beast and next come across it in a darkened hallway. It moves calmly from the hallway into a room to the right. They approach the room and the creature slowly crawls out of it. For a moment they just watch it, backing away hesitantly, unsure whether or not it will launch into another rage. but it only makes its way toward them for a second before they start running for their lives again. The last goodbye occurs in another dark hallway. They see the creature from a long way off. It is crawling slowly toward them, but soon picks up the pace. The crew hastily leaves, launching into the forest, ready to face off with its own unknowns. Apparently, even the unknown of the forest is less frightening than the known of this place.
Really? Seriously? Okay, let's look at this again. Or seriously? Really? Come on, guy. That's a guy in a mask. That's a guy in a red latex mask prop thing, and he's made up. He's half naked. He's in his underwear. It's probably one of their friends. Probably one of the guys said, "Hey guys, our YouTube video isn't going so well. We need to do something to spice it up." Oh, I don't know. Oh, I know. I'll dress up as this thing, and we go looking for, or in this catacombs thingy place. And you put a mask over my head so they'll recognize me. That's exactly what it is. This is totally fake. It's a guy in a mask. Come on. I'm gonna take this time to say something else. If they were that scared, I mean, watch this. Yeah. If they were that scared, they would be piling over each other. They stopped to record it, to catch it on video. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get some Resident Evil vibes here, or something like that, and they failed miserably. But if they were that scared, they wouldn't have hung around. They would have been hightailing it out of there. They'd be running over each other. They wouldn't be slowly just walking out of there. Because it's supposed to be right on its heels. It's supposed to be right on their heels. Really? Oh boy.
Phantom in the Closet. Is someone hiding in your closet? Published by Steph's Basement 89 in February of 2011.
Don't know, but this was shot with the potato.
Steph took a video for her roommate when he was out of town and only noticed later that something was off. The scary video was filmed in the basement around midnight. The girls are playing around on a video game drum set. As Steph heads around behind her friend to catch a shot of the TV, she also captures the closet door ajar and something is standing inside.
Yeah, it's probably her grandma or her aunt up and about, and she's probably going, "Really? You girls are up at this hour doing this? Really? Yeah, okay, whatever."
In the darkness, a creepy figure in white is clearly standing there, watching them. The camera pulls to the left out of view of the closet, and when it pulls back to the right, the figure has vanished.
Yeah, it's not there anymore because she walked on down back to her room and said, forget this.
Steph writes, "I don't like this stuff. I never did, so I didn't handle it very well and didn't stay at my house for a while. I've been reading about paranormal stuff since this night, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm getting more comfortable with the idea of a presence in my house. Would you be comfortable living with this presence? The feeling of being watched is just too creepy."
Well, it's not doing anything to him. It's just standing there, almost like if it is a ghost, it's standing there like it's saying, "Really, girls, this is the best you can do at this late of an hour." Yeah, okay, fine. You know what? You do your thing. I'm heading back over here. I'm heading back to where I was.
Number 8, Ghost Encounter.
And that being said, yeah, it might be real. It might be real. It might be a real ghost. It might be a real ghost they caught on camera. But there's just something about that that makes me doubt that.
You know when you're walking around all nonchalant, minding your own business, and a ghost becomes aggressive with you. Published by
Whoa!
in November of 2021. This dude had no idea what was about to hit him. Well, it's not clear where this scary video was filmed. At home, at school, in a dorm, wherever this guy is must be haunted by an incredibly wily paranormal entity. He is seen entering in front of a stairwell from a room to the right. Beside the stairwell is a sink. This is where the entity seems to be.
Yeah. Oh man, you see that? Man, it drags him off his feet and pulls him up. Whoa.
As the man walks past, drinking a bottle of water, a dark shadow launches from beneath the staircase toward him.
Yeah.
It gathers around him, seeming to encompass him, and the guy is instantly thrown back and lifted into the air.
Yeah.
His legs and arms are flying all over the place as he tries to fend off the entity with all his strength, but it pulls him into the other room and out of sight. Well, I really want to know this guy's fate. The clip ends there. Let's just hope his life didn't.
Yeah. Now that looked real. Now it could have been staged, but I don't know. Something about that says that looked real. That looked real. You know, that thing intended to cause him harm. I guess that definitely goes back to the old saying that Ed Warren said to us on Scariest Places on Earth when they were investigating this house in England that used to be a gallows that's now a hotel or something like that. So, you know, if anybody says to you a ghost can't hurt you, they don't know what they're talking about. And they don't. Because ghosts can't hurt you. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Now, that being said, it could be fake. But if it is, that's one hell of a fake. That is one hell of a fake. Because it clearly shows a shadow entity zooming out from the, well, let's say, yeah. Mute. Yes, it clearly shows a shadow entity zooming out of the stairs, coming out and getting him. Zoom! Yeah, grabs him, drags him back into the other room. It has a hold of him, and it appears it wants to do him harm.
Number 7, brazen break-in. Breaking into a vehicle under the cover of darkness is common. Doing it directly in front of the car's owner, not so much.
Yeah, Mama, what that? What that?
Published by Doorbell News in October of 2021. This crazy thief must have been seriously desperate. A woman is sitting outside her home in Phoenix, Arizona, talking on her phone as a toddler toddles around, doing baby things. While chatting, she looks up from her phone to find a man breaking into her friend Bubba's vehicle right in front of the house.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? Bubba, is that?
The entire creepy event was captured on a Ring doorbell camera. You can vaguely see the man's white shirt as he approaches and then breaks into the vehicle.
Are you serious? You're doing it right in front of her, and she's going to get the owner? Really?
He didn't technically have to break anything as the car was open. The woman alerts her friend inside who rushes out to see what's going on. The guard dog sets off a 12-bark alarm. Thankfully, the man wasn't able to take off in the vehicle before the police were called. In the description, the woman notes that he was taken into police custody. Definitely one for the books, in my opinion.
Well, that just goes to show you there's a reason why we have shows called Ridiculousness and World's Dumbest. That was dumb. Yeah. Absolutely dumb, 100%. D-U-M-B. Oh, boy.
And you don't see this every day.
No, you don't.
Number 6. Ghost or illusion. Do mirrors reflect reality? Or could they be portals to another world?
Oh,
Published by
yeah,
Augustina
this.
Devia in July of 2021. This creepy clip has me wondering if this is real or an optical illusion. In the video, Augustina is speaking with some guitarists on a video chat platform called Omegle. As she's chatting with the guys, something unnerving is happening in the mirror behind her. Take a closer look. The closet mirror reflects a dark shape sitting on Augustina's bed. You can also see a dark shape over her shoulder on her bed. You'd assume this was the thing being reflected, only the shape in the mirror is not an accurate reflection of the object on the bed. The item on her bed, which appears to be a piece of clothing lying on its side, doesn't match the object in the mirror, which is sat up and alert. Is the object in the mirror actually out of view behind her? But then again, if that's the case, why isn't the object on the bed positioned sideways?
Yeah, because you can see the object, which is probably a jacket, on the bed, and then you've got that. I don't know.
Reflected at all. Is this an optical illusion? The more you stare at this, the less sense it makes.
I don't know. That looks kind of like a shadow creature to me.
Number 5. Haunted Forest Ghost. Are You Being Followed? Published by Moosey in August of 2021.
Oh man, I'd love to have one of these. I'd love to get one of these. Just have a drone and just learn how to fly it. Take it all over the place. You know, shoot forest landscapes with the camera. This would be so much fun.
One subscriber to the channel claimed there was a paranormal forest near their house, so Moosey went to investigate. This is what happened. Using a paranormal filter on his camera, Moosey takes a few photos. He then goes home to develop them, or at least check them out on his laptop. He shows one of the photos of the paranormal forest without the filter. It looks completely normal, albeit a bit spooky. Note that there's no one in sight. However, the exact same landscape shot with the paranormal filter shows something different. Off to the right, a creepy and mysterious figure with dark hair and a white dress is standing in the brush. She is facing left and looking straight ahead. Another shot of the forest unfiltered again shows no one in sight, but apply the filter and the figure is there again, closer this time, and appears to be looking at Moosey. Although it's hard to tell, as her face is transparent, she looks as if half of her has been erased. Moosey believes this entity followed him home. If she did, what is she after?
Okay, you can't see her without the filter. And what kind of filter are we talking about? Maybe a filter that he already had an image of said person or ghost on. Think about it.
I'm guessing his soul. Number 4.
I don't think so. I think it's a fake.
Poltergeist Pandemonium.
Now then again, it could be real. But you never know. You know, it's easy to fool people nowadays. So many people can do special effects. So many people can do Photoshop tricks now. It's easy to fool people now.
This entry is a poltergeist three-parter. The first clip was published by Adam in November of 2021.
Yes.
It shows a cabinet with a mind of its own. One of the drawers opens repeatedly, slamming closed each time. Next, an object falls from above, knocking a picture frame and another object to the floor. But these poltergeists are just getting started. In the second clip, published in October of 2021 by Weird and the Bizarro News, a soda can on the counter moves ever so slightly. It later slides across the counter and twirls all the way down. Then it begins to jump up and down. Another creepy clip shows a computer lab with a couple of office chairs acting on their own. They wheel around the lab, twirling and then really launching across the floor. If these clips weren't caught on camera, would you believe they happened? This video evidence seems to prove that no matter how much we think we know, we do not know everything.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to. I don't see any strings. I don't see any strings at all. And especially with the drawer, I don't see how they could have done that with strings. And then, I guess you could have put a spring in the back of the drawer to have it snap back in. But man, that'd be really hard to do. That'd be a difficult construction. That'd be a difficult construction to do just for a fake. I don't know. That's ooh.
Number 3, actively poltergeisting. This entry is a double dose. The first video comes to us from YouTuber Black Cat in November of 2021. The cameraman is filming from outside a bedroom. At first everything is still and silent. Then the wardrobe doors swing open and close. Plastic bags and other objects are all tossed out of it. They aren't tumbling out, they're literally being ejected. When the cameraman enters to investigate the wardrobe, you can see there is shelving that would prevent anyone of a normal size from hiding in there, out of view, and throwing the stuff out. As the camera pans over the wardrobe, noise is heard from behind the cameraman, who jerks around to find a bunch of papers being dispelled from I'm not sure where. While this poltergeist mystery goes unsolved, let's turn to the next one. Published by Nikki McMillan in November of 2021, this security footage was captured at Nikki's workplace. Fine porcelain and glassware is encased in glass in the shop. Nobody is around. Then a solid frame decides to skydive from a shelf in the hallway. There's nothing behind the frame, and nothing on the shelf that would have caused it to spring overboard. A closer view of the shelf makes this all the more mysterious. Like the activity in the other video, the frame does not look like it just tumbled from the shelf. It appears as though it's being actively ejected. What witchcraft is at play here? Are these just random tumblings, or are these entities actively poltergeisting?
It could be poltergeist activity. Now it's interesting that you don't see. Now I'll take that back. You see the clothes in the shelves being spewed out, and he immediately shows that there's no way anybody could get in there. And then you hear the noise behind him, and then he turns around, and you just see things falling off. Now that could have been perfect. That could have given somebody a perfect amount of time to go behind him and then pull stuff off and then get out of the way so they wouldn't get in the way of the camera. But now that being said, this could be real. This could be real, guys. I don't know.
Number 2, Flying Ghost. This one you'll have to see to believe. Published in April of 2011, this bizarre and scary video appears to have captured a ghost floating into the sky. The short clip, which was filmed in a cemetery in Indonesia, shows a strange figure dressed in white walking across the cemetery at night. Nothing too unusual. Could just be someone in a hooded robe, maybe a creepy ritual ceremony of some kind.
Yes, I'm gonna get the heck out of here because I don't want to be filmed on a potato.
The scary figure is hunched over as it makes its way slowly across the grounds. Then it comes to a pause and holds in place for a moment. But that moment is brief as it suddenly launches straight up into the sky and out of view. The footage looks completely authentic in my opinion, and I'm unsure if it's not real how this would have been produced.
Hey, mortal, I can leap tall buildings and trees in a single bound. Whee!
If this doesn't make you believe in ghosts,
Wah!
I don't know what will.
Oh, man. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm with Chills. That looks real. Hey, if you like what you see on his website, look what he says. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. You want to see what it looks like? Follow him on Jules is Chillin' YouTube. Alright. Let's get to number 1.
Chillin' YT and tap that follow button to find out number 1.
He's actually quite a handsome young man. Quite a nice guy, Chills.
Poltergeist panic. Some poltergeists are gentle, others are vicious. Published by Find Ghost in November of 2021. The uploader of this video writes, Imagine coming home to this. Security footage captures a large and heavy looking sofa flip forward onto its face unexpectedly.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't see one behind. And I can see
strings. A piece of glass is catapulted from a display in the corner. The glass launches across the room and hits a wall. Then something seems to be horseplaying with the camera itself. It is rolled around onto the floor, while yet another object appears to be on its way to falling over on it. The scary video cuts out before the object does, but I wonder what else this family came home to.
Good question. I don't know. Whoa. I mean, anybody could be fooling with the camera, but I don't know about that couch and the object. I mean, it could have been pulled with strings, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't know. Alright. Alright, there's that one. Okay. So let's do weird, unbelievable videos too real to be fake next. You guys ready? I know I am, I think. So without further ado, away we go.
Full of all sorts of crazy and oftentimes terrifying things. These videos will prove to you that you never know what could happen next. These are the weird, unbelievable videos too real to be fake. This footage, which was filmed back in June of 2013, shows a man and a woman standing beside a pool and having a conversation with one another, which certainly sounds like quite normal behavior, but in a matter of seconds it becomes crystal clear that they are not having a friendly conversation whatsoever, and it only escalates from there. At one point in the video, the man tells the woman that she is brave for coming back here, which seems to imply that the two have quite the checkered and messy history with one another.
Which is probably his ex.
The two proceed to argue with one another for a little while longer before the woman makes a move and the two get into quite the scuffle and the woman ends up in the pool.
You can say it again, you fat bastard, all you want to. That fat bastard just pushed your skank ass in the pool, honey. Okay, yeah. Now you're going to be held accountable for destruction of public property or personal property.
After submerging into the pool, she hurries out, breaks a fence, and begins screaming before coming back in a much more aggravated state. Meanwhile, the man videotaping the incident from somewhere above can only watch in complete surprise, totally taken aback by how quickly these series of events escalated. By watching this footage, it is incredibly clear that the woman involved in this incident is quite unhinged as shown by her erratic behavior.
Unhinged my ass. She's psychotic. She needs to be committed.
And the way she acts, which just makes the footage that much more weird to watch. Shortly after, a group of police officers arrive on the scene and promptly take the woman into custody. It is unclear what led to this
Got her!
incident happening, but let's hope that the two parties are doing better these days and have put their differences behind them.
I doubt it, but, you screw around. You lose your patience, you go ballistic, you get the cops called on you. I'll tell you what, I'll guarantee you the cops aren't going to take nothing from you. If they think you're endangering the lives of those around you, and especially themselves, they will act accordingly. And they will stop you immediately, by any means necessary. Make no mistake about that. You do not mess with the cops. Shark versus kayakers. Ooh. Whoa!
This video, which was filmed in South Africa,
South
shows two men
Africa.
kayaking with fishing rods at the ready, hoping to catch something impressive while relaxing on the coast.
Why do I get the fact that they caught something impressive, alright, just not something they were expecting?
However, what started off as a calm and easygoing day quickly became a nightmare for these two men when they noticed that a 13-foot long great white shark was circling their boats.
A 13-foot-long great white shark. The 25-footer from Jaws, the movie, was bad enough. Just imagine having a 13-foot-long great white shark circling your kayaks. And remember, these guys are in kayaks. This guy could easily tip them over and chow down on them. Wow.
Understandably, the two men are more than a little freaked out by this.
Yeah.
And have no idea what to do besides sit there while frozen in shock.
I would be too, considering I've seen Jaws.
Not knowing whether or not they should hurry away from the area or stay put until the massive fish swims away.
Though I have to say, it looks more like he's just curious more than anything. I don't know. That's whoa. Though I have to say, I'll have to admit, if something like that was circling me in the water, I'd be going, oh, hell no. Oh, boy. Who did I anger? What gods did I anger today to have this happen to me?
Great white shark proceeds to swim around the fishermen's boats for a couple of minutes and seems to grow increasingly interested in the two as time goes by, not wanting to leave their side, perhaps waiting for them to make a move. A bit later, the two men finally conclude that they shouldn't stay put forever, which is when they slowly but surely try to move away from the shark, who then can be seen following underneath the water at an uncomfortably close distance.
Ooh. Now, here's something else I didn't think about. They're fishermen, and he's circling them quite close. He probably thought, oh, fisherman, hey, free meal. So he's probably circling around them to steal their catches. It's like, oh, hey, easy meal.
Thankfully, both men were able to swim away from the terrifying shark in one piece, but there's no denying that had they made the wrong move, they would have been this shark's next meal.
Sheesh. Damn, did you see that?
They made the wrong move, they would have been this shark's next meal.
Yikes. Yeah, if you ever forget that these sea predators have teeth, they will occasionally remind you.
Oh.
Dog, she's what?
This piece of home surveillance footage, which was filmed in a home in Missouri, looks to be completely normal upon initial inspection. As we watch a typical day in this homeowner's house, we can see his dog lying on the floor, probably trying to find something to keep him busy, which is when he proceeds to chew on a battery that can be seen laying right next to him on the floor.
Okay, what the hell? How the hell did he get a hold of a battery? And what the hell is it doing on the floor? Are you serious? This is your pet. You know how much damage batteries like that can do to your pet?
Although the battery most likely didn't taste that great for the dog, she continues to chew on it out of boredom, all while the owner is in a completely different room. Despite the taste, she doesn't seem to mind what she's doing, but it doesn't take too long for something truly shocking to happen, causing the dog to flee immediately.
Uh-huh. This is why you keep this type of stuff out of reach of your pets. She shouldn't have been chewing on that battery in the first place. It should not have been in the floor. That is pet negligence. And if you want to really get technical, that's borderline animal cruelty.
A gust of smoke can be seen billowing out from the battery, causing the pet to scurry away as fast as she can, before a trail of fire can be seen spewing out from the battery and quickly spreading along the carpeted floor. The dog that bit the battery, as well as another dog in the home, proceed to run and hide from the area in order to get to safety before a smoke alarm could be heard ringing from inside the home.
You know, that reminds me of another incident that happened with my adopted sister-in-law and her husband. They had one of the most adorable little dogs. He was just a puppy. And her idiot sister, or one of their friends and their kids, left the little hearing aid batteries lying around on the floor. They didn't pick them up. They just threw them on the ground. Because they were idiots. They're idiots. They had no common sense. And it showed. Well, they left all that stuff lying around, and their dog ate one of the batteries, and it burned a hole through them, or it messed up their digestive system or something, and ended up killing the dog. I mean, my adopted sister was just distraught. That was one of the best little dogs she ever had. And that's animal cruelty. This is animal cruelty. Now, pardon my language, but you don't leave shit like this lying around for your pets to chew on. That's negligence and animal cruelty both placed together. I'm sorry. Now that's unacceptable.
Although the owner is never shown in the video, the two dogs thankfully were okay and no harm was done whatsoever. But it definitely makes me think how horribly this could have ended if the flames spread faster.
Uh-huh.
This isn't the dog's fault at all. The owner really shouldn't be leaving batteries on the ground.
Exactly, Dylan. Exactly. Absolutely. This is not the animal's fault. Now, this is her owner's fault. The owner should be more careful. They should, and if it's dead or if it's not working, it should be disposed of correctly, not being thrown on the floor. Trapped in the oh my goodness.
The following clip, which was recorded in a backyard located in Anchorage, Alaska, starts off looking quite normal. In the footage, we watch as a man takes his trash outside to put it in the bin located in his shed, but by taking a look off to the right, you can see a bull moose slowly approaching the man's yard.
My. Where is he? Where is he? I don't see where. I don't know. I don't see. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's missing an antler. He's missing an antler.
This usually wouldn't be cause for huge concern, but in this instant it is. The man places the trash inside the shed and closes the door a little bit in order to hide inside and get to safety. And while doing so, the moose gets even closer to the shed door, to the point where its head is only inches away from touching it. Immediately, the homeowner knew that trying to exit the shed with the moose so close to the door would be a mistake, so he makes the wise decision to lock the door and wait it out until the coast is clear, which takes about 30 seconds until the animal decides that his prey is not going to come back outside anytime soon, at which point he promptly leaves the backyard, wandering off into the surrounded area.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of one thing you do not mess with is a moose. Now, a moose can kill you, especially the bulls. They're very territorial. Though I don't think he was after the guy. I think he smelled something in the bag that seemed to smell good to him, or something. I think he's hungry. But yeah, the guy did the right thing. Shut yourself in, protect yourself, because these things can kill you. Especially the does with their fawns. They can put a hurting on you and kill you as well if you get too close to their fawns. That's what makes them highly territorial. You get just a certain radius of their little ones, and they'll go mama bear on your ass. You impeach the male's territory. He will turn around and put a hurting on you. So this guy did the right thing. And it's sad because they're such majestic animals. It's sad because they're majestic animals, and we're encroaching on their territory. And they're just trying to live, same as we are. So, I don't know. Oh, man.
The homeowner got out of the shed with no harm done to him whatsoever.
Yeah, that's good.
But this is just one example of how quickly something so terrifying and eerie can happen to you, usually when you least expect it.
He seems to be. This seems to happen to him a lot, because he seems to be used to it. So it's like almost turn around. So it's like you turn around. It's like, oh great, another moose. Oh well, time to get in the shed and wait till he goes away. Okay, yeah.
Out. Number one.
Chainsaw thief?
Although this lady isn't the first person to try and take something from a store without paying, this incident is without a doubt both weird and bizarre, filmed by a security camera. This footage shows an Idaho woman attempting to take a chainsaw by stuffing it down her pants.
Exactly. Are you serious? What is she thinking? Hey, dumbbell, you're on camera. They can see what you're doing. They can see your face, even though you've got a mask on. They can see your face. They can see what you're doing. You are on camera, you dum-dum. Oh my God. She tries to.
She spots the chainsaw in the store and tries many ways to conceal it in her pants. After a few failed attempts, she puts it down and tries again in the back of her pants, but still to no avail.
Okay, lady, if you want a vibrator that much, okay, but this is not a good idea. Oh, I'm terrible. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, she better be thankful she has the guard on that thing. Even if it's not turned on, those chainsaw blades can do a number on you. They can cut you bad. I know, because I accidentally grabbed one the wrong way one time. I cut my finger pretty good. It bled for quite a while. So yeah, just because they're not moving don't think for once they can't hurt you. Because those chainsaw bit blades are lethal. They are sharp. Now just be thankful. Now it's like I said, it's a good thing she's got the guard on that thing. My God. Good Lord, lady.
And in pure determination, she grabs her bag and walks off with the chainsaw concealed on her back.
Oh my
Unsurprisingly,
gosh.
the woman was caught. What she needed a chainsaw this bad for remains a mystery, but
we may not want to know.
I can't imagine it was anything good.
Yeah. She might have been up to something diabolical, shall we say?
On a scale from 1 to 10, how brave are you? Because only the bravest of people can handle these scary videos. I guess we'll see how far you make it.
Okay. Alright, that's the next one up in our list. So instead of going back to history, we'll just click on this. The top 10 scary videos you're not brave enough to watch. Alright. Oh yeah, if I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. I'll say it now. If you like what you see, if you like what you see on Chills, hey, go to his website, leave a like and subscribe. Like he says almost at the end of each video that he posts. And if you like me reacting to stuff, come by my channel and leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I really would. And don't worry, as always, I meant to say this before, but as always, I'll leave the links to the original videos. Excuse me, in the description box below, so you can watch them without my commentary. Like I said, you're not going to hurt my feelings. So, alright, without further ado, let's do the top 10 scary videos you're not brave enough to watch. Alright. Okay, you guys ready? Alright, I know I am. So, without further ado, let's go.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how brave are you? Because only the bravest of people can handle these scary videos.
Oh.
I guess we'll see how far you make it. Number 10. Witch in the Woods. Another crew enters the woods, not to make peace with the paranormal there, but to provoke it. Posted on the Very Spooky Video subreddit by Enrique Glue. This crew came across a witch in the woods, and they decided to test her powers. While wandering through the woods, they spotted something creepy to say the least. Far off, amongst the trees and brush, a creepy figure is caught in the spotlight of their torch. The pale figure has long dark hair and is wearing all black. She simply stands there motionless as they set their eyes on her. She watches them as they watch her. They pull their flashlights and camera away, but when they move back toward her, she is still there.
I get the feeling that she's either with them, and she's probably one of their friends who got all dressed up, because I think this is fake.
Watching them, they cast their lights on her for a while. She stays still and silent. They attempt to address her, but she doesn't respond. One of them throws something at the witch. You can tell his aim was on point, as the being instantly falls over. They then run like wild out of the woods. After this encounter, I kinda hope the witch caught up with them.
Yeah! Why would you throw a rock at somebody? Those things hurt. I mean, she's not doing anything to you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I have to say, I'm with Chills. I hope she caught up to them and taught them a lesson. You know, you don't do that to people. Come on, what were you guys thinking? Oh, wait a minute. I answered my own question. They weren't thinking.
Number 9, Ghost Driver. Well, driverless cars are a thing. I don't think this is one of them. Published in April of 2013, a mysterious vehicle is going berserk as it pulls up to the toll booth. The car's lights are flashing on and off as it drives forward. The toll booth operator holds out his hand, apparently not paying attention at first, but then he sees the most astonishing thing. There's no one in the driver's seat. The toll booth man stands up from his chair, leaning out toward the car in shock. You can see the steering wheel spin round, moving back and forth. There's no one in the seat, nor in the passenger seat, nor the back seat. The toll booth man exits his booth and stands in front of the vehicle looking in. That's when this creepy being climbs up the rear window. Dark hair, pale as a ghost, definite the Ring Girl vibes. The mysterious figure causes the toll booth man to fall on the ground in fear. He quickly rushes off screen, and that thing on the rear window keeps on climbing toward the roof before sinking again out of sight. Is this video real? If so, I don't think things ended well for this toll booth worker.
No, it's not real. Because I can guarantee you, I'll tell you what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. Let me back this up. Sorry if I nodded off for just a little bit. My apologies. Okay, now watch. Right there. See? And right. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, what a lot of people forget nowadays is there are cars now that have apps that you can put apps on your phone, which allows your phone to interact with your car and allow it to start itself and come get you. Or there are apps on your phone for your car to help you park it better, especially parallel parking. The car parks itself. You don't have to worry about doing a thing. But there are also apps on the phone now where you can activate the app and the car starts itself and will come and get you. Or at least it will pull out and you can turn the lights on and everything so you know where it is. So you can go and climb into it and head home or head to work or head away head home from work. But yeah. And also, don't forget, remember Hollywood Magic special effects. You know, the special effects team have access to radio control equipment that they can put inside cars and they can operate them via radio control. And yes, that is possible. It's very possible. Okay. Yeah. Notice that I got... Now, with the lights, I think they tied the radio controlled stuff into the wrong way to where they're... to where when it's going, the lights are flashing too. That's one of the things that they forgot to perfect before they tried this. Now, okay, now what? Yeah, see, there's the wheel is steering by itself. That may be the app, or that may be cause of one of the radio control things. And then that, okay, now he reacted to nothing. That is an add-on, and it's distorted so much to make it look like a CCTV image. That is actually footage from the ring that they added. That's Samara from the ring crawling up, just like she did when she crawled out of the TV in one of the next to last scenes, and was crawling toward him, and then what they did was, what the special effects artists did was, they had that version, and then they had a version where they reversed it, is what they did. That's exactly what's going on. And this guy is reacting to black gobos or whatever, or reacting to how he's supposed to react. This guy's a good actor. I get the feeling he was in on it. No problem. Yeah, he was in on it. But yeah, it's a hoax, guys. It's fake.
Don't think things ended well for this toll booth worker.
Yeah, well, especially after the little stunt they pulled, which is probably a prank. He probably ended up being fired.
Number 8, Wind Destruction. Just when you think you are safe. Published in July of 2017. This major fright is of the natural variety. While inside a Maruti showroom, a raging storm roars outside its glass storefront.
Whoa!
Rain, the whole shebang.
Dang. Whoa! Whoa! Now that's weather. Now that is weather. Bad weather.
The wind grows more hostile. It looks like the whole showroom is going through a car wash.
That's a hurricane, folks. That's a hurricane. And what the hell they're doing there so close to the windows, or what the hell they're doing and so close to the glass walls, I have no idea. You know, they need to be further than that, because that glass, if those hurricane winds shatter them like they do, No, those glass shards can seriously injure or kill you.
The store's employees and customers alike watch this wild weather, feeling safe and sound inside, but they shouldn't feel safe.
No, they
the scary
shouldn't.
wind suddenly blows so hard that it smashes the glass, which shatters and collapses before their very eyes, and then it's chaos. Everyone runs as far away from the storefronts as they can.
What they should have done was they should have got to shelter deep within the building, or if they had a basement, they should have gone to the basement.
People are screaming. Once the cameraman gathers his bearings and turns around to have a look, you can see water and glass scattered everywhere. People are still running around in a panic. They manage to cram themselves into a compact room near the back. From there, you can see it wasn't only the front window that shattered. Another to the side is broken too, causing crosswinds to whistle through the showroom from every angle. Ceiling tiles start to fall, and the whole building seems on the verge of collapse. I hope everyone here made it out safely.
I hope they did too. Now, that's another perfect example of you don't respect Mother Nature, she turns bitch on your ass.
Number 7, stalker in the building. If you find yourself being chased while in an abandoned building, the best step is to leave. Instead, this man found himself stalked into a corner. Published in November of 2021 by Paranormal My, demons instantly make their presence known in this creepy abandoned building. As the cameraman is gazing up at the multi-storied complex, glass is heard breaking off to the side.
Oh yeah. What the?
He goes to investigate but finds nothing. In the stairwell, another loud noise is heard up above.
Loud noise.
It's not clear where the noises are coming from, but it certainly makes the neon green lit stairwell even more ominous. As the night grows darker, something throws a bunch of torn up sheets from an upper floor. A creepy being dressed in white and with bleach white hair is seen above.
That's a squatter. Either that or that's somebody or a homeless person that chose to live there. And I probably threw that down at him to scare him away.
It peers down at the cameraman for a moment, but then pulls out of view. Who knows what this entity's intentions may be? Later, while in another dark stairwell, footsteps are heard down below ascending. The cameraman captures a shot of the lower floors, and a scary obscure shadow can be seen on the landings below, making its way upwards. The footsteps become louder and more rapid, giving everyone, except apparently the cameraman, the ultimate chills. As our hearts beat faster and faster, at last, there's a shot of the culprit. It looks like a man without a shirt, wearing white pants. He's holding a flashlight, though likely not paranormal. There's something even creepier about this scary stalker, because, as we all know, running into a stranger can end up much worse than running into a ghost.
Absolutely. Now, these are probably squatters. And you look back here. Put this on mute real quick. Yeah. You can definitely see, that's somebody coming up the stairs. And they've got their own light right here. They've got their own flashlight. So either they're they're squatters, or that may be the security guard doing his rounds. My guess is, since he's got a flashlight, that's the security guard. But yeah, Dylan's right.
Up much worse than running into a ghost.
Because the living, usually it's the living you got to worry about more than the ghosts, because they can do a lot more harm to you than anything else.
Number 6, Nursing Home Ghost. Published in October of 2017, this scary CCTV footage was captured while the YouTuber was on night duty at a creepy nursing home. The footage timestamp puts this clip at around 11 p.m. It's at this moment that a mysterious, amoeba-like ball of light moves down the hallway. It appears to have appendages bouncing out of its sphere
What
a
in
couple
the
of minutes
world?
later, which is verified by the timestamp. The same ball of light returns down the hallway in the opposite direction. Do you think this light beam could be a paranormal entity haunting the halls of this nursing home? A spirit leaving its body and then returning? YouTuber Light writes, if I saw that, I wouldn't go back to work. Neither would I.
No, I will say that's one heck of a fake. I mean, now that being said, you could probably do it with CGI, but no. Like I said, there's so many ways you can fool people nowadays, especially with CGI effects, and especially with with your own special, with people getting their own special effects studios, which you can get now. Now, albeit they're a little expensive, but you can get it for civilian, for personal use, and make your own, like for amateur movie makers and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Number 5. Witchy Woman. This creepy
Witchy
night
woman.
witch has never once left her shack public.
Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Ooh, witchy woman, she's got the moon in her eyes. Sorry, an old Eagles song,
By Kisa
which actually Don Henley and Glenn Fry sing it a hell of a lot better than I do.
Weba in November of 2021. This scary video has been trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community.
Oh,
The video's creator, Luan Mendez, and his paranormal team to investigate this home in which a number of strange and unexplainable events have occurred. What they found will give you chills. The crew is in the yard, which is packed with a bunch of rusty junk piled up. A loud banging is heard somewhere in the vicinity. But they don't capture its source on the first camera. A second camera captures the same banging from a different angle, but again the source is unknown. A figure is caught in the beam of the cameraman's flashlight when he turns around after running away from the noise, but it's unclear if the figure is just another crew member or some other entity. But a few bangs in the night is nothing. This is just the beginning. Later, the crew searches the junk around the shed and inside the home. Far from off, they see a figure in one of the old wooden houses.
¿Qué pasa?
They panic but continue to draw closer, trying to get a better look at the apparition. The figure looks like an older woman with black hair and a pale face. A close-up reveals she is sitting in a chair, wearing a gray dress. Some think this might be the infamous Weeping Woman, known as La Llorona, or perhaps she's another ghostly incarnation specific to this place. We need to know the history to be sure. What exactly happened here? Only then will we know the fate of this ghostly figure. Number 4.
Yeah, I don't know. She seems to be just a regular woman just sitting there. Probably a homeless homeless person, just sitting there. This is where she's figured out, she's basically said, hey, this is where I'm living. I don't care. I don't know. That's a good question.
Communicating with poltergeists. I've analyzed some of Lainey and Ben's footage in previous videos, and I'm completely convinced that their home is 100% haunted. Here's yet another video to prove it. Published in November of 2021, the couple is attempting to use an EMF meter to talk to a spirit named Dave, who hangs around their home. Well, usually you'd expect for the meter to go off. That's apparently not the way Dave communicates. Instead, as the couple encourages Dave to communicate with them, setting the meter upright on the table in front of them, the meter is knocked over, causing them both to jump in shock. You might assume that it just fell over, but when you look
No, it's like it
closely,
might just
it
fall
certainly
over.
appears as though it was thrown down by a malevolent force.
I
Someone tells
don't
me
know.
Dave is the strong.
Her leg could have hit the table and it could have falling over.
Wrong silent type. Number 3.
I don't know. Let's hang on. Let's look at that again. Mute. Yeah, did you see that? Yeah, see her leg moves forward, and she could have accidentally hit her leg on the table, actually accidentally knocked it over. Yeah. Or then again, I don't know.
Insulting the spirits. If you're going to poke fun at the afterlife, you'd better be willing to cross over yourself. Published in September of 2021, these paranormal investigators dive into the mystical Black Forest, a mysterious place in which the occult and other cryptic happenings occur. Here's what they found. The men immediately try to pester the spirits, preparing a ritual in which incense is burning upside down.
Whoa, that's not
this,
good.
They say, is intended to insult the spirit, and this spirit apparently doesn't take to the insult kindly. As the group sits in wait, watching the incense burn, while a candle glows beside it, suddenly the plastic bottle the incense was placed in bursts. It flies off the altar, knocking the candlelight out as well. The pair wonder if something flew into it, although it looks more like something burst out of it. What do you think happened here? Does this spirit have a really short fuse?
Don't know. Let's do that again. Now that, I don't know. No, that could have been someone putting their flashlight up there. Now the incense blowing up, I don't know. Oh man. Oh, excuse me. Oh man. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Well, moving on.
2. Light on the tracks. Something about railroad tracks at night is eerily haunting, and these creepy tracks are no exception. Published by Panic Attack Scary Videos in October of 2014, this scary video might make you have a panic attack. Located in Redo, Texas, these old-timey railroad tracks have a terrible history. According to urban legend, a railroad worker let a train take his life on these tracks a very long time ago, and ever since his ghost has been seen on occasion around midnight, hovering over the bridge carrying a lantern. The boys here are interested in seeing if the tales are true. After being chaotically through the woods by a wild boar, they fall onto the tracks. That's when they see it. A mysterious light is shining at a distance on the bridge, just as the urban legend said it would. It's too far away to be distinct. They say it looks like a ball of light, and they walk toward it.
Probably not a good idea.
But as they approach, after a while it goes out, leaving them in darkness. Was it the railway man of legend? I guess we're left in the dark about that too. I've got a challenge for you.
That's odd. It's weird. Alright. Alright.
1. Time Traveler. Why did the time traveler cross the road to get to the other side of the space-time continuum? Published by Datos Curiosos in October 2021. This cryptic video has me veering off course. The short dashcam video shows a semi ahead driving down the highway. Suddenly it veers to the left right into the next lane, making cars move out of the way in the opposite direction. Soon it becomes clear why. A man materializes out of nowhere as the semi pulls around him. He walks so slowly across the road that the car, far behind the semi, catches up with him. The man is dressed in white and is staring straight ahead, walking in a very upright manner. Stiff as a board, he appears as though he's in a trance. And doesn't seem to be fazed by what just happened. Who is this man, and how did he seemingly appear out of nowhere? Only time will tell. In the meantime, I think something paranormal has to be going on here.
I'll tell you what happened. Either he was up there and the truck, you see how the truck has to swerve? He was probably up there. I probably didn't see him until the last minute, gave the trucker a start. Just moseying on, because there are people who will do that. They'll just mosey along across the road. They don't care if they get hit or not. You know, they think vehicles will stop for them because they think they own the road. They're the ones who have the right of way, which they don't. You know, I think either that or, you know, they took the footage and they brushed him out until a certain time and made it to where he appeared all of a sudden. Yeah. What is... Okay, I guess the next one... Oh, dear. Yes, I know who this is. I've watched Vanna play this game. Vanna Mellon play this game. 13 Huggy Wuggy Sightings called... Oh, God. Are you serious? Well, guys, I guess we're going to end with this. Because I've done the others. Okay. Oh, what the hell. See how either goofy or ridiculous they are.
Grunting a Toy Factory. Huggy Wuggy is the main antagonist of the game Poppy Playtime. And online, people are claiming to have sighted the creature in real life. Let's take a look at these 13 Huggy Wuggy sightings caught on tape. Number 13, apartment sighting. This footage was filmed by Nikita Evdokimov. A large and life-size Huggy appears outside his apartment window.
Are you serious? Look at this. You can tell it's fake. Oh, man. Arctic ought to do this. He ought to review this, too. It'll give him a good laugh. Oh, man.
You can see his double set of teeth as he peers inside, towering far above the ground below. He must be at least a dozen stories tall.
What's your my cookie?
Its movement looks much more realistic than some of the others on this list. It also appears this creature is much taller than 13 feet. Number 12. Here I am.
Here I am.
Monsters materialized out of nowhere. This This scary video sees Huggy Wuggy appear in this Russian YouTuber's home. Ruslan and his friend are watching the security footage from various cameras posted up around his house. After losing rock, paper, scissors, Ruslan's friend heads to one of the rooms to lure Huggy Wuggy from his hiding place, and it works.
О, как ты там? О, shit! Опять вот он,
Oh, are you serious? Really? I mean, look at this. Look at this.
Как ты там? О, shit! Опять вот он.
God, that is some piss poor CGI special effects. I mean, look at this. Look at this. You can see the puppet poles on his legs. Look at this. Terrible blending footage, and you can see the poles on his legs.
Form materializing onto the scene from a corner of the room. His friend looks up in shock, kicking his legs in panic as he backs out of the room while still seated. While Ruslan's friend does make it to safety, I'm not sure if this is the end. Maybe they should just let this creature be. No.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Number 11.
I get the feeling Chills did these just for the hell of it. Just for a good laugh, which they are. They're for a great laugh.
Lurker. Published by Lurker 360 VR, this Huggy Wuggy is lurking just outside of someone's home. The security footage shows a dark and empty living room. The residents were
there he
home at
is.
the time. After a
There
moment,
he
you can
is.
see Huggy Wuggy pop up through
Peekaboo.
the window.
Peekaboo.
The image is horrifying. He somehow gets into the house and is next seen popping out from the hallway.
I wouldn't exactly call it horrifying. Goofy would be more like it. Guys. In Russia, Huggy Wuggy come looking for you.
Runs across the hallway and then back, making his cartoonish noise, which is somehow creepier due to its goofiness.
Oh my god. Are you that's Curly Joe from the Three Stooges. That's Curly Joe from the Three Stooges. He's the one that always did the no, he had the buzz cut hair and all. And he always did the he's usually was the one who was the butt of Moe's anger. I mean, not really. It was just an act, but still, it's like, really. Oh God.
Tuber writes, "It's good that I was not at home. Now I am scared to live in my house."
I'll just fix him some milk and cookies. He'll be fine.
That's understandable. If this thing was lurking in my house, I wouldn't be going back there either. Number 10. Rooftop sighting. Using a drone, Nikita Evdokumov flies across the entire city. During the journey, the drone's camera occasionally glitches out. After one of these glitches, Nikita finally spots the sock monkey-like creature who is just chilling on a rooftop.
Чуваки, Huggy Wuggy на крыше, я не понял, как он прячется на крыше от нас. Он прячется на крыше.
Huggy Wuggy doesn't appear to be dangerous at first. He's sitting there motionless.
Yeah. Oh boy, really?
You can see his distinct yellow hands and feet and big red lips.
Okay, and he's like, and what? Okay, so we're doing this. Okay, all right, we're doing this.
Which are hiding the inside of his mouth, each full of sharp teeth. Soon the camera glitches again. This time when the signal returns, the giant toy has disappeared.
He's disappeared.
Он прячется на крыше просто.
almost as if by magic via special effects, which is the reason why he disappeared.
Блин, я не понимаю. What the f***? Ребята, это какая-то дичь. Камера только что жестко залагала.
Sir
Man, the Russians are bored, man. We need to give these guys more. We need to give these guys some Xboxes or Nintendo Switches or PlayStations or something, man. Oh, man. Gosh.
searching for him along the rooftops and city streets. It is nowhere in sight. Then, yet again, a camera glitch happens.
Я хочу направо повернуть, наверное. Возможно, ребяточки. Да какого хрена ты лагаешь, дрон? Давай. Что? Что? Ребята, посмотрите на размер Huggy Wuggy.
This time, Huggy Wuggy is standing on the median strip between two roads. You can see it looks a lot taller than its alleged height of 13 feet here. He's nearly as tall as the buildings around him. He stands sentinel, unmoving but somehow more sinister for it. Then Nikita's camera glitches again.
Is no one going to bother noticing that? Well, yeah, he's got a shadow, but, you know, it's easy to see. Well, especially with the... It's easy to see that he's been put in this shot. It's probably a 3D image, and they placed an image of him in this shot. And, oh, brother.
And when video returns, the glass is shattered to the left of the screen. Out of all of these entries, this one looks the most realistic to me. If it is CGI, then they've done a convincing job. Though the question remains, if it was standing beside a road, wouldn't more people have caught it on camera? Number 9. Security footage. Flake's close-up security footage of Huggy Wuggy reveals his evil smile. The creature pops up moments before the home's resident enters the kitchen. Distracted by gaming, the dude heads to the fridge and grabs something to eat. As he's walking away, Huggy pops up from the next room. The guy turns around and is surprised to find this creature right in front of him. He looks at him stunned for a moment before he's knocked in the face by Huggy Wuggy. Huggy appears to laugh after the incident.
What is this? Look at this! Turns
Find this
around.
creature right in
He's
front of
not
him.
looking at
He
the
looks
same spot. Look,
stunned for a
look.
moment before
He's looking down. He's looking down. He's not even looking up. Oh my gosh. And you can tell that this is poor CGI. My
He's knocked in
God.
the face by Huggy Wuggy. Huggy appears to laugh after the incident. I think this one looks more realistic than
Oh,
some
yeah.
of the other entries on this list. But nevertheless, it's not looking like things ended well for this man.
Is Kung Fu Huggy Wuggy. Oh yeah, just a bear didn't even touch him, and he goes down.
Number 8,
Oh,
alleyway
God.
sighting. Using a drone, this Russian YouTuber travels
Oh,
around the
not
neighborhood
again.
looking for a Poppy Playtime
Oh, not the Russians again. Really? These guys must be really bored.
sighting. When his drone moves
You know, they've got a lot of time on their hands.
the signal, the YouTuber continues to search around the grounds and also encounters Huggy Wuggy. He appears in an alleyway and just stands there. Since the creature pops up from nowhere, I think it might be clever editing. It looks like another drone is about
Yeah.
to meet its demise. I just wouldn't want to find myself in that alleyway. Number 7.
Really? Gosh.
Forest Hug. Extreme Game Shorts claims to have captured Huggy Wuggy in the forest at 3 a.m. The cameraman explains that if you visit this forest at 3 a.m., Huggy Wuggy is supposed to appear.
Apparently, if you come to this forest at 3 in the morning, Huggy Wuggy actually shows up.
I believe someone dressed as Huggy Wuggy lives here and pops out to scare people. Let's see if he's right. After walking along the dirt path through the spooky forest for a bit, he hears a strange purring noise.
So, do you hear it? I think I hear something actually.
Not really.
Turning around in the darkness, the cameraman thinks he spots him. He starts running down the path, which is when this happens.
Oh no, is that a part?
Again, the timing of this jump scare has me wondering if this actually happened or not. Did he live, or did he become Huggy Wuggy's midnight snack?
Really? Are you kidding? My God. Seriously?
Since this video made it online, here's hoping the cameraman made it out safely.
Really? Oh my gosh. That's a jump scare from the video game. Oh my
Number
gosh.
6, Toys R Us. Huggy has found his new home.
This is awkward, considering Toys R Us, the physical toy store, went out of business, I don't know, several years ago, and now they're only online. Now, hey, if they've come back, if some of them have come back to the physical stores, hey, that's great. I wish they would have done so with the one near me, but they're not. Most of them are online stores now. But yeah, this is probably an abandoned Toys R Us.
Aldo's World TV claims to have encountered the blue creature outside of a haunted Toys R Us. Using a drone, Aldo explores the exterior of the building, looking around every corner. He first spots him near this loading dock.
All times. Yo, you can see him just ran.
Huggy Wuggy lunges out from his hiding place beneath a semi-truck. He escapes from the drone's purview before we can even blink. Aldo finally arrives at a back doorway to the Toys R Us, which we assume is an employee entrance. That's where we next encounter the toy monster.
I wonder where he possibly could have went. Oh my God, what the frick?
He runs across the screen and around the corner, escaping from view again. Aldo returns to Hug's first hiding place, the semi-truck on the loading dock. With the drone, he looks around the truck, but there's nothing there, or so it seems. Soon the enormous Huggy Wuggy launches out again.
Oh, another truck. Whoa!
Oh God, really?
Yo! What the heck is happening?
Seriously?
Guys, he just ran by.
And before we know it, he's vanished. Aldo returns to the front
That
of
is
the
some
building with the
poor
Toys R Us
animation.
sign. This is where he last encounters Huggy Wuggy, and this time the toy means business.
Looks like you came back. Oh my God! I can't see anything anymore. What the? I lost reception. Okay, he attacked my drone.
It launches at the drone straight on, bearing its double set of pointed teeth. While this video is certainly scary, I think there's a chance it could be CGI.
Yeah,
the drone
you
appears to be
think?
destroyed. Let's just hope Aldo made it out safe. Number 5.
He's fine. All this is CGI.
Stick battles.
Stick
If you meet
battle.
Huggy in the wild, you may be in a fight for your life. Published by 5LOL. This Huggy Wuggy may be small,
right.
but he sure is animated. Filmed
I will get my Jose Jalapeno on a stick!
in the forest, the 4-foot-tall Huggy Wuggy seems more robotic and appears to become aggressive when the cameraman throws sticks at
Robotic
him.
nothing. Ugh.
The man places his camera on the ground for safekeeping and searches for something to defend himself, a thick stick. He then returns to where Huggy Wuggy was last seen, and sure enough, the creature becomes aggressive again. Throwing sticks, the man responds with his own.
Seriously, you're gonna throw a stick in midair. There's nothing there.
Throw. Sometimes it looks like Huggy Wuggy's feet aren't always touching the ground.
You
But showing the
think?
creature from multiple angles does make it more realistic.
I mean, what's he
I just
fighting?
wish we
Air?
could have seen how it ended. Number 4, The Invitation. Jay Hills claims he received a letter inviting him to the nearest toy store. Jay winds up at another Toys R Us, which he says was the site of a life-taking a couple of years ago and has since been haunted.
toy store in my city, guys. Literally, it's like almost abandoned. I don't even know if it's even open. Just a couple years ago, there was actually a murder inside of this toy store, and it just became haunted ever since.
Using a drone, Jay searches the store parking lot in the nearby McDonald's. After a long search that turns up nothing, Jay winds up near a loading dock with a semi-truck next to a dumpster.
Oh, brother. Here we go again. Excuse me, guys. I gotta spray my nose. Oh, boy.
Huggy Wuggy could be anywhere here. Jay looks carefully around, under the semi, next to the dumpster.
It's my first time getting this close to the ground, guys. I'm literally so close. Like, I'm about to crash my drone for you guys.
He backs out and then returns, deciding to search behind the dumpster. A weird meeting place to be invited to, that's for sure. But what do you know? Huggy Wuggy is ready to welcome him.
Oh, gosh.
The jump scare has me unsure about this one, but nevertheless, I wouldn't be going back to that Toys R Us ever again.
Oh, my God.
Number 3, saving Anya. What if you lost a friend to Huggy Wuggy? This Belarusian YouTuber will soon know the wrath of this blue monster. After buying Huggy's coordinates, Vova uses a drone to search what looks like a construction site. Because the toy took his friend Anya, looking amongst piles of construction supplies and parts, he first spies him behind a shipping container. Huggy pops out for a second, making a quick appearance. Dropping down to street view, the drone next spies him behind another shipping container. Again, he pops out for just a moment before vanishing. Searching again amongst all the construction supplies, Vova spots Huggy Wuggy as the creature streaks past.
Пока не вижу его. Ну-ка, что-то какие-то опять... Вот он побежал там между коробок, ребята, вы его видели?
He appears once more, again running past between two small buildings.
Такая плохая, я вообще не знаю, ребят. Вон он там.
This is Vova's last sighting of Huggy Wuggy. Shortly after, he gets a phone call. It's Anya. She's in distress.
О, тут завтра... Алло? Алло, Ань? Чё? А вы слышите?
Let's hope this doesn't end badly. Number 2.
Gosh. Seriously? Let's see. Really? Playing peekaboo behind them. Gosh. That is so bad. Oh gosh, really? Don't even bother animating him walking. Brother. Oh, yeah, this is right out of... Gosh. Jeez.
Do narrow escape.
It's so ridiculous. I'm having trouble staying awake.
You might want to skip playing Poppy Playtime at 3 a.m. Jester decided to watch gameplay at the witching hour, and that was a huge mistake. And after a while, they hear a scream.
Oh, that's Poppy Playtime! What was that? You scream?
This sends them on a search around the house. They look outside and on the roof, but nothing is there. They return to the show. While they're watching, they start to hear a tune that isn't coming from the video's audio. They push pause and listen.
Oh, no. Wait.
Is that the... That's...
Yeah, that sounds like.
That's what I was reading from the book. Remember?
Yeah, that like chant or whatever.
They can't find where the song is coming from, but then remember, they have a Ring camera on their front door. They bring up the footage on their phone and find that Huggy Wuggy is on his way.
What?
It's Huggy Wuggy.
No way.
He's outside. How?
Really?
He's...
He winds his way around the vehicles in the driveway and then arrives at their front step. The crew heads to the window to see if they can spot him. They see his shadow, but not him. Then they hear a bang at the door.
Hi, what are you guys... Hold on. Hi.
Yeah, let's go.
Get out. God, yo. Oh my God.
They decide to hide. The door
Really?
opens, but nobody comes inside. Shortly after, he finally welcomes himself in.
Welcome to somebody. He walks right past the door.
The group crouches down, crawling around out of sight until they're in the kitchen. This is when Huggy Wuggy passes by yet again.
Just walk by the door.
Okay, stop. There's just no way, man. You can't be doing this. Jesse, look there.
What? What?
He is tiptoeing around the place looking for them. They conclude that it is in the office, and they decide to close him in.
He's right there.
They sneak up on the office door and shut it. Huggy Wuggy grows destructive inside, throwing things and banging and thrashing.
I don't know, bro. Jesus.
They decide to battle back. Armed with a mop, they open the door, but he is gone.
What?
He's not in there?
He's not in here.
What do you mean he's not in there?
There's copyrighted music in here.
Or so they thought.
It's about the only thing.
The heck? Where the hell is he then? Hello?
After this near miss, the crew narrowly escapes outside.
Near miss. Gosh.
Looks like Huggy Wuggy has a new home. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've
Oh my gosh. I made it this far without just going to sleep. It's very hard not to. Gosh. Oh. Alright. What is this one? Number one. Sorry with that.
Since you find out, number one, Huggy Godzilla. As we've seen in
Huggy
this
Godzilla.
list, not all
Oh,
sightings are
God.
13 feet in size. It's Justin Figs is examining some drone footage of a city, explaining that he'd recorded some sightings of Huggy Wuggy. In the first sighting, Huggy is seen standing a dozen stories tall, running right down the middle of a city street.
Yeah, see? Look how big he is, bro, and then he just disappeared.
As with most Huggy viewings, his drone camera glitched for a moment before he spotted it, and then it happened again.
Hold it, wait for it, and it happens again. Oh!
As the drone was rounding a corner, who should jump out from nowhere but Huggy Wuggy itself? I'm thinking this one is CGI based on its movements, but nevertheless, encountering anything like this must be absolutely terrifying. Have you watched the entire internet yet? Well, if you haven't seen these top 10 scary videos...
Okay, if you can tell that was fake, even the girl's going, really? I'm supposed to react to this? Really? I'm supposed to react? She's even going, you dragged me along for this? Really? Really?
As the drone was rounding a corner, who should jump out from nowhere but Huggy Wuggy itself? I'm thinking this one is CGI based on its movement.
She just did that.
Nevertheless, encountering anything like this must be absolutely terrifying.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, as Dana Scully said in the X-Files to Clyde Bruckman, in Clyde Bruckman's final repose, Mr. Bruckman, there are hits and then there are misses. And then there are misses, complete misses. And if anybody who actually thought those were actually real, get serious, guys. I think he definitely did that for a laugh. And if he did, I say power to him. That was funny. That was very funny. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, I'm good. Oh man, it's 3:33. I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna see if my dad is getting hungry, and if he is, I'm gonna fix some lunch, and I'll upload this in a little bit. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Remember, if you would please leave a like and subscribe to the videos, and remember, I'll leave the original ones in the detail box below, the description box below, and if you like what you see with Chills, stop by and leave a like at his place. I know he would appreciate it. So until then, I'm gonna stop right here. Until then, I'll see you next video. You guys be careful. You guys stay safe, because it is cold and flu season. It is COVID season due to a bunch of idiots who refuse to get inoculated. Don't be those people. Get vaccinated, get inoculated, protect yourself. Alright. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, you guys stay awesome.